आपको ले चलेंगे लाहौर गवर्नर हाउस, जहां पर वजीर खजाना इसाक डार इस वक्त तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे हैं।
So the mission of our government has been to pursue sound and equitable economic policies that put Pakistan on the path of macroeconomic stability and sustained inclusive economic growth. Pakistan is obviously a developing country that has a great deal of untapped potential, which, if successfully harnessed, can change the fate of this nation. It was with this belief that we, as PMLN government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Sharif, started our tenure in June 2013, and by the grace of Almighty Allah, we have been able to prove within a span of 3.5 years that miraculous change can be brought about through commitment, hard work, and sincerity of purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share briefly with you the enormity of the challenge which we as a government had when we took office in June 2013. The immediate challenge was to address the macroeconomic instability, the low GDP growth, which was 3%, very low foreign exchange reserves, which was equivalent to 1 month of the import bill, the crippling energy crisis, and fiscal deficit of 8.8% of GDP. Primary focus of the government was to take the country out of that predicted default which could have happened by the year 2014 and achieve as soon as possible the macroeconomic stability and then focus on attaining higher, sustainable and inclusive economic growth. This is precisely has been our agenda. It was part of the promise of the manifesto of PMLN government, on the basis of which our party contested general election in May 2013 and got the people mandate. If anyone studies our manifesto, you will find that a manifesto revolves around 4 E's. I happen to be one of the authors of that manifesto: energy, economy, extremism, and education/health, which is social sector. So we decided to focus, if people chose us to serve this country in June 2013, that we would evolve our policies to deal with 4 E's challenges. So let me share briefly what we have done so far in 3.5 years. By the grace of God, we have already got the country recognized by the 22 credible international institutions and multilateral donors that Pakistan is on the road of macroeconomic stability already. We have, first time in the history of Pakistan, completed as a government all 12 reforms levels of the most difficult EFF program of the IMF. Never in the history in Pakistan we could achieve or we could complete. We used to be known as two-tranche country. We would engage ourselves, we will take the first tranche, we will do the second tranche, and most likely we will run away after that. This is in the history of Pakistan, internationally known as two-tranche country. But the Pakistan has to its credit now that we have completed the whole program last year in June. On the GDP, obviously having achieved the macroeconomic stability in the first 3 years, which was very difficult and painful, bringing back financial discipline isn't easy. I think most of you would know and would have experience in your own businesses. Once you are tuned to spending something and certain lifestyles, very difficult to bring back the financial, I would say, economy and financial discipline. But thanks God, in 3 years, we have been able to achieve that. And our entire focus in the current year and the next fiscal year would be higher, sustainable, inclusive growth, because that would give higher per capita income, that would reduce the poverty, that would increase the job opportunities, and that would enhance Pakistan, the economic potential.